Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to a very windy live stream, I guess, way out east on Long Island. Oh my God, it's crazy. I don't even know if we could do this. I wanted to check in with everybody on a Sunday morning, see how everyone's doing, see how your weekend's going. Um, it's been absolutely crazy out here. We had Hurricane Ernesto. He was, I don't even know how far away. The hurricane must have been thousands of miles in the ocean, but it turned up churned up the ocean to a point where we had like 20-foot waves the last 2 days. The waves came all the way up to the dune. A lot of people are saying, I think this is the day the water is going to come over the dune. I'm like, oh my God, I've been out here for many years. I've never, ever seen that. Safe to say the ocean came halfway up the dune. And honestly, even though there's some, I would say 10-foot waves behind me, it's starting to calm down. We skated. We skated this time, my God, but the whole beach is just chewed up. There's people shit everywhere because the water just came so high up, and a lot of people leave their stuff very close to the houses. So it just washed all sorts of stuff down the beach. And, last couple of days I was doing a little yard sailing. Oh, I'll take this shovel. Thank you. I'll take these balls for the dog. Thank you. Thank you very much. I was looking for a new umbrella and a new chair, but they didn't look that good. But it was a nice garage sale the last couple of days. Walking up and down the beach, knowing this stuff is up for grabs now, man. It's thrown about. So game on. What's up, Chris Mack? Good morning to you. Tell me if the audio's good. I mean, it's a quick check-in. If the audio's bad, it's fine. We could just move on with our son D. Scott Watson. Good morning, Open All. Good morning, Scott Watson up the river. Can't wait to be I can wait to be back in the city, but I can't wait to see you. Clink some glasses. Cheers to the Spanish King, and get some live streams going at the Get Fights. Happy Sunday, Opester in the squad. Yeah, it's Sean McGill. What's up, buddy? Michael Marvin, how are you? Tommy Festa, morning, Opester. Cheers. What's up, squad? But yeah, it was crazy out here the last 2 days. You literally couldn't go on the beach because the water was all the way up. And the water was all the way in what we like to call Tick Town. You get the deer, right? And they love hanging out on the dune, and they're dropping ticks off left and right. So we all know it's called Tick Town. So people literally couldn't go even close to the water because the water was in Tick Town. So, but I think I see people walking the beach today. That's good. That's good news. These waves will start slowing way the F down, and it'll be game on once again as we enjoy the last, I think, 2 weeks. The last 2 weeks out here, my God, no. What's up, Joseph? Good morning to you, Richie. Rich, who the man? I think Mahomes is the man. Jesus, behind the back to Kelsey, just fooling around in a preseason game. It's the highlight all over the TV. So I'm going to give it to Mahomes, Richie Rich. Mahomes is the man. And as long as Mahomes stays healthy, you can root for your team all you want, but I think it's going to be very tough once again to beat the Kansas City Chiefs this year. But there you have it. What's up, RJ Henners? How are you? Ted, morning from a very foggy Southwest Harbor in Maine. Oh, damn. Yeah, that Maine likes their fog. Hi, Greggett. What's a Greggett? Hi, Lil Penny. How are you? Sarah, good morning. Gregorio, our boy Drickus made us proud in the UFC. Minash, I didn't follow the UFC. I'm sorry. Audio solid. Okay, good. Because I got a giant cooler. Look, this is, I got the best stuff for my podcasting and live streaming. I got this giant cooler that's an igloo cooler, if you need to know, that's blocking the wind so we could check in with everybody. Scott Nelly, happy Sunday, Opster. Happy Sunday to you. But, you talk to the old timers out here, and they're like, enjoy the show. This is nothing. I'm like, this is nothing. The ocean's coming all the way up to the dune and up the dune. And people are saying it might go over the top with this Hurricane Ernesto. They're like, just enjoy the show. This is nothing. What do you mean nothing? You see my house? And he points to his house. I'm like, that's the third one I've had out here. I've lost 2 houses. So I guess, if you live this way, you got to enjoy the moment, enjoy the days you get in, because eventually you get wiped out. And then hopefully you got enough money to rebuild. Oh my God. We all kind of understand that. Opie, install landmines under the beach behind you. Zach Woodard says. Woodard. You know what the good news is about a giant storm coming through? Like, I don't know. Maybe someone could do the math, but Hurricane Ernesto, probably 1,000 miles offshore at least, brings us giant waves that just chew the hell out of the entire beach, right? And, just like that, Doggie's poop and all the other dogs' poop from the summer is completely gone. We got a clean beach once again. I like it. Visconti, what's up? Who's Visconti? How are you, buddy? Gustav the Great. Cool house. Cool house. All right. What's up, Mike Berger Jr.? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning to Scott Arsenal. My God, Joe Rizzo. Hey, Hope, the Chiefs also got the dude who ran the fastest 40-yard dash in history at the scouting combine. I know. The Chiefs are just, I'm going to be rooting for my Bills once again. Are they even looking good? I don't do the preseason games. I only know about the Mahomes behind the back pass because it's all over the Sports Center today. That's the only reason I know. I don't watch pregame. Oh, hey, you guys, you want to spend close to $1,000 to go to a preseason game and see the starters take 3 snaps? No, and no. And is Aaron Rodgers going to be good this year? I don't know. These are the questions. I'm rooting for my Bills. I got a soft spot in my heart for the Jets, growing up a Jets fan. Is Aaron Rodgers going to do anything in between him babbling about QAnon crap? We'll have to wait and see. Is right. You're right. Oh, what are we putting on our bagel today? Joseph, come on now. We've done this, Joseph. It's an everything bagel. It's the fluffy cream cheese. When I was growing up, we didn't have the fluffy cream cheese. We had the block of cream cheese that you just couldn't spread. Now they got the fluff. Oh, I know you get less for your money, but who cares? You got the fluffy cream cheese. So you do the fluffy cream cheese on the everything bagel. Then to keep everyone honest, you grab the everything bagel spice that they now sell. What? You didn't know that? Hell yeah. And then you sprinkled the everything spice on the everything bagel with the fluffy cream cheese. Then you do some blooping, bloop, bloop, bloop with the capers. Push them into the cream cheese. It's your finger. That's up to you if you want to wash or not. But at that point, you bloop the capers, and then you push them into the fluffy cream cheese on your everything bagel with the everything spice on top. You cut the Jersey tomato nice and thin. Give yourself a couple slabs of that. You put that on, and then you finish it off with some smoked salmon. Oh yeah. And there's breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Hi, Seth. How are you, buddy? Zach, not to worry, UFC ain't as entertaining as boxing anyway. Well, I don't know about that, Zach. I don't know if we could say that, right? I don't know about that. Happy Sunday, folks. Happy Sunday to you, Milt Miranda. Hope you had a good weekend. When are you going to do a real show? I'm doing a real show, Sean. You all right? You all right with what I'm doing? What are you talking about? I've been doing a real show for a very, very long time. I adjusted my my podcast and my live streaming this summer. I've done like almost 50 from the deck as the ocean's behind me. And my numbers have gone up very, very nicely this summer. So just take your garbage somewhere else, Sean. We don't need you here. Thank you. Go Bills Mafia. You know what? I'm always invited to Buffalo for the Buffalo Bills Jets games. Maybe this year I just go. When are they playing? Especially if they're playing in the fall. If they're playing in December, F that. But I should get a couple of the old timers together, and maybe we should trek up to Buffalo, watch a Buffalo Bills Jets game like the old days. I should do that. Why am I not going to do that? I don't know. Probably will be too busy as soon as I get back to the city. But I would like to do that. Going to a Bills game is just so much fun. the Bills Mafia, the parking lots. It's just everything. I know a lot of other cities, they think they do the tailgating right, but you fall so far behind Buffalo, it's not even funny. And one of the reasons is because around the stadium, and I don't know if this is going to be the case with the new stadium. I don't know where it's actually situated, but you park on private property. So you get away with so much more than being in the parking lot of a stadium. I'm talking a Ute Giants stadium. Up there in Buffalo, it's residents that have a lot of space, and they park the cars all over their space and their yards, and then you could pretty much do whatever the hell you want. That's why they continue to go through burning tables and everything, because the Bills can't control that. You parked on private property. You paid some dude who's on an ATV. He's like, follow me. We got parking in the back. And then you set up all nice. Usually it's pretty muddy, but you don't care. You got youth on your side, man. You got youth on your side. You're throwing the football around. Then you go to the Bills game, and then you go back to your car in the muddy field, and you watch the 4:00 games from the muddy field, and you continue your party, man. You know, Giant Stadium, game over. 10 minutes later, they're like, get the hell out of here. Hey, Hope, did you see that entire house get washed into the ocean in the Outer Banks? I sure did, Rizzo. I sure did. It triggered all of us because we know eventually that'll be us, unfortunately. But and what part of the Outer Banks was it? Was it on the 4x4 beach? I got a soft spot in my heart for the 4x4 beach. But yeah, man, the ocean just took this house, and nature doesn't play. Within seconds, the whole house. You know when you put something in the ocean with the waves? In my case, it might be some dog poo and some seaweed, and you drop it, and then the wave grabs it and then brings it into the ocean quickly. That's what it did with the house instantly. It was crazy. I want to know if it was the 4x4 beach, though. I love it down there, man. I love my Outer Banks. That's for sure. Don't forget the Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. Thank you, Mike Bergen Jr. I got another podcast feed. It's called Comedy Quick Hits with Opie, and it's a fast-moving podcast. It's nothing but funny crap. It's not toxicity. It's not people babbling about their politics and race and all that garbage. It's just fun. And each episode's about 25 minutes long, and I don't know, we squeeze at least 20 clips in these damn things. So thank you, Mike Bergen Jr. Get it wherever you get your podcast, Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. I just wasted a minute promoting that, and I will get one extra download. I rule! Went to the Steelers-Bills game last year, and the snowstorm. It was freaking awesome. Oh, God. Going to a football game when it's snowing is absolutely amazing. And the stupid NFL, they really want every stadium to be in a dome. They want to take away the bad weather games. And I think as a football fan, when you get to go to a bad weather game or even just check it out on TV, it's so much more fun. The Bills aren't the Bills aren't doing a retractable roof, are they? They're keeping it open, aren't they? Does anyone know? I really don't know much about the new stadium. I know they're going to be playing there, in 2 more seasons, I believe? Hell, I think so. Bills are playing the Jets December 29th, 1 p.m. game on a Sunday. Well, thank you for that, Mike Bergen Jr. I will not be going up to Buffalo. I'm not going up to Buffalo in between Christmas and New Year's. Oh, that sucks. All right, I don't have to worry about that anymore. My decision has been made. I spent my time in Buffalo sitting in a stadium minus. Well, I mean, the temperature was in the single digits, but with the wind chill way below zero. And a lot of times they couldn't even thaw out the goddamn stadium. So you're sitting on a block of ice and your feet are on a block of ice, freezing your ass off. That's for the young. So, no, I will not be trucking up to Buffalo for a December 29th game with the Jets. I will be watching that one from the comfort, of my living room. Paul, $1.99. Thank you, Paul. Paul gives me $1.99 every time I turn this thing on. I can be guaranteed $1.99 from Paul every time I live stream. Thank you, brother. Greatly appreciate you. You know that. You should sell before he gets to the point and cash in and buy somewhere on high ground, maybe upstate, Jay Warren says. No. A deal with mosquitoes? No. I've gone to those mountain houses, right? And they're like, oh my God, this is fucking beautiful. Look at all the trees. You got a little stream in your backyard. Can you hike up that hill? Oh my God, you can hike and you can see nature and there's hunters up there and it's just glorious. And if you keep following this path, it leads to a waterfall. Oh, that's awesome. What's the problem with living up here though? You know, that all sounds good. Well, you can't go outside after like, I don't know, noon because the mosquitoes will eat you alive. No to mountain houses. Unless it's the middle of winter when those fuckers are frozen. How do they continue making mosquitoes? Does anyone know? This is a real question. This isn't me being goofy and silly and stupid. You know, the winter comes, and how does a tiny little effing mosquito survive winter? Where do they go? Do they hibernate? What does a mosquito do in the off season? Because no joke, around, I'm trying to think, probably by November, there will be no more mosquitoes in this area. We will not be itching our fucking mosquito bites and putting cortisone cream on it and using that dumb plunger thing that they advertised on the Shark Tank. What is it? It's a little suction thing that suctions out the stuff that makes you itchy from bug bites. It actually works, by the way. I forgot the name of it. They're not giving me any money, so don't even tell me what the name of it is. But then November hits and there's literally no more mosquitoes. And then it gets really, really nasty and cold out here. Brutally cold. To the point like people will wrap their bushes and trees so they survive the harsh winter out here. And then these mosquitoes, as soon as the weather is warm again, they take over. How is that possible? Do they go south for the winter? Do the mosquitoes go south for the winter? I know you have no idea either. See, this is something that you never even thought about. Where the hell do the mosquitoes go that they come back every fucking year? Jose, what's going on, man? How are you? Nick Umrican, build the house on stilts, they said. It will be safe from ocean surge flooding, they said. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you could tell from my video, but I'm at least 25 feet off the ground. So your first defense when you live at the ocean, right, is that little dune behind us. Oh, and they plant grass every year to, try to keep the sand built up. And then like yesterday, the ocean came halfway up that. Another half, and it would have been spilling over the top of this. And the old timers have told me, you haven't lived until the water comes over the dune. I'm like, oh my God, I hope I never see that. And they're like, oh, you'll see that. Trust me. And then the ocean spills, to the front of the house and goes under your house. And we're all on stilts here. So you hope that it doesn't do too much damage before the ocean, subsides. And, we all know, we all know where the ocean broke through and they couldn't put it back together. We all know where that stuff is, and it's scary. Oh my God, it's scary. They should play on Greyhound tracks like in the old days. I don't know what you're talking about, Jay Warren. Greyhound tracks. I honestly don't know what you're talking about. Let me know on that one, Jay. Seats will be covered. Field will remain open. Oh, seats are going to be... Oh, really, Jim? Oh, God. So the new stadium in Buffalo, they're going to build it in such a way where you're going to be protected from the weather. I mean, going in the rain and the snow and the blizzards was absolutely awesome. But then the field will be open to the elements. I guess that's not the worst thing in the world. I went to see John Mulaney last night. Pretty funny. Was he ever on the show? I don't remember if he was. It's so weird that you're saying this, Vincent Scaramuza, because I was watching David Letterman on the Netflix. He does a little interview show, and I watched the one with John Mulaney, and you learn nothing about the guy. Literally nothing about the guy. It's so weird with these comedians. They don't want to open up about their shit. Letterman goes back to Chicago. John Mulaney was was raised very privileged, went to it looked like a private high school. And he's walking around his old high school, and none of the old teachers wanted to be on camera, obviously, because they never showed an old teacher, nothing. And they sat there and they talked for like 45 minutes, and I learned nothing about the John Mulaney. And then I followed that one up with the Charles Barkley. That one was awesome. And then we did, I think it was Miley Cyrus, who's not a real person. She literally is not a real person. It's bizarre. She's been a childhood star her entire life. And I don't think she knows who she is, but she's fine with it. Her whole life is just to perform and be in the spotlight. And that's about that. But Miley Cyrus's mom was hubba. And she just walks around smoking dope. I mean, if your kid was Miley Cyrus, I guess you would just walk around smoking dope too, right? Right? Of course. Minaj, king of the Zaz. Oh my God. 99.99 Zaz. How much is that? Because he's paying me in South African money. Did you know dog poop and seaweed was the original soap recipe in Fight Club? Very, very nice. Is that true, by the way? And now I'm sitting here going, is that true? I love the Fight Club. My God. Fight Club was, actually the book was even better. But, the movie was all right. If you're not into the reading thing, I get it. But the book was fantastic. Thank you, Minaj, king of the Czars down there in South Africa. Good morning, Open Squad. Join the Facebook Opie supporters page. Good stuff. Some people lately have been asking, how do I get to your private Facebook group? So I literally this morning put a link. I posted it in my regular Facebook, which is Opie Radio Fans. We're trying to get to 100 members before the end of the summer. We're not going to do it. I had two goals: get to 100 supporters in my private Facebook group before the end of summer. And the other goal was to lose 10 pounds. And I think I'm going to be about 1.5 pounds short, you son of a bitch. Stupid Klondike bars. Just keep the Klondike bars out of the house and I'll lose my 10 lbs. Thank you, John Courts. You got to be excited for your 76ers. They got the best big three in the league, I think, don't they? They got Maxey, Embiid, and George. I think they got the best big three in the NBA right now. We'll see what happens, though. I mean, Embiid can't fall down like a stupid oak tree, though. He's got to try to stay on his feet this season. We'll see. They want to suck your blood. The mosquitoes? The stupid mosquitoes that are able to survive winter? What? How is it that a mosquito could survive winter, but if you take us out of houses, we can't survive winter? We wouldn't know what the F to do. Hey, we just drove down and back from North Jersey to Boca to move one of the triplets into college. You ever make that drive up and down I-95? Hey, Rizzo, first of all, congrats. Congrats on one of your triplets going to college. Yeah, I did when I was wandering the earth when we got fired in 2002 from the Opie and Anthony show, I did a lot of road tripping because I was like in a miserable relationship. I didn't have any kids. I didn't have a job. They were just throwing money into our accounts because technically they didn't fire us. They did what's called put you on the beach, where they still control you. So as long as they pay you, they control you. So I just wandered around, and I ended up driving from New York City down to Orlando. And then from Orlando, I went down to, I did a little side trip to, Tampa Bay. And then I decided to go to South Beach. And then I decided to go all the way down to the Key West, which is very overrated. It's very overrated. I left New York City, and it was going to be a quick trip. I think I came back 2 months later, and I put my car. That's another trip. Oh, Jesus, I'm getting my trips mixed up. Sorry, I was in my car, and I drove back and forth to Key West and back. Another trip where I decided to just spend the winter in LA at my agent's beautiful house in Pacific Palisades. And then I went up to San Francisco to see an old college roommate of mine. And then I drove back down to LA. And then I went to Vegas with Stephen Lynch. That trip lasted at least a month, maybe longer. And that trip, I started by flying out there and renting a car. And I put my car in long-term parking at Newark Airport. And I got back. The winter was so harsh. I came back to a block of ice around my car. Oh, my God. I didn't even know where it was. It was completely covered in long-term parking. And I had to spend, and it's far from the airport. No one else is in this parking lot. I can't even open the door to my car to turn it on and get the heat going so it melts some of the shit off. I don't remember what I did. I think I had to find like just stuff in the parking lot to start chiseling away at the block of ice that was surrounding my car. Oh my God. But yeah, man, I've done the I-95. I even stopped in one of those strip clubs / brunch places. A little weird, but enjoyable. Hanging out with a bunch of sad truckers, having a decent breakfast, and looking at the talent, as we used to say. You can't help yourself though. On I-95, maybe someone knows the exact billboard, but it basically tells you only 500 miles to, and then the name of the place, and then it's only 400 and only 300, and you're on this road just forever. Only 100. And then, the next exit, you're like, God, at this point, I got to check this out. I've been seeing the billboards for the last 500 goddamn miles. I got to check this shit out. And then you go and check it out. You have a nice breakfast. I didn't go in the back room or anything like that. No. That's where all the mosquitoes go in the winter. I ain't going to the back fucking room. And then you get back on I-95, right? And then it starts telling you that, if you turn around, it's 10 miles back the other way. If you turn around, it's 50 miles back the other way. If you turn around, it's 100 miles only. Man, they knew how to market themselves, that's for sure. My God. Sky is as gray as Opie. All right, thank you. I don't even know what that means, brother. Let me get rid of you. You're stupid. People still trying to beat the crap out of me all these years later. It's just dumb at this point. Many mosquitoes will die off when the thermostat drops below 50 degrees Fahrenheit. However, other types of mosquitoes will only go dormant or reduce their activity come colder weather. How do they go dormant? Holy crap. You want to know why? If I adjust the camera, everything's gonna. Wait, let me just see if I could. All right, everything is like just balancing on. Honestly, my camera's in a blueberry bush right now with a giant rock behind it, so the wind doesn't blow it away. And then I got a cooler to keep the wind that's coming off that ocean dramatically, probably 20, 25 mile an hour. Anyway. You know what business I'm going to get into, because obviously this isn't working. I'm going to be the mosquito spray guy. I've seen the commercials. I'm going to be the mosquito spray guy. We have a neighbor this way, right there. A guy comes in a truck with a giant fire hose, and it has like a mosquito on the side of the van. And this guy just goes from their house to where they go to the ocean and just spray 10 feet to the left, 10 feet to the right. And guess what? I guess the mosquitoes are good for the whole summer. What a racket. Are you trying to tell me that the mosquitoes aren't going to come back maybe after a week or maybe after a hard rain out here? The mosquitoes are still not going to come back into that sprayed area. Get the hell out of here. And I see them on the beach. They're itching. They're itching their mosquito bites just like we are. Get the hell out of here. Why say it again? Oh, that was stupid. And you knew it was going to be stupid. You try to stop yourself, but you couldn't in time. Mosquitoes don't bite in Africa. They scared to get the Norton virus. Oh, damn. What's the Norton virus? Like they'd have games in the middle of a dog racing track in the early days. Of football? I did not know that. Hannah Montana, yes. I mean, that Miley Cyrus is definitely a looker, but I don't know. I think for her 12th birthday, they gave her fake choppers. Why does she have fake choppers? Isn't she still a young lady? But she's got big fake choppers. But she's all right. What am I going to beat up Miley Cyrus? She's probably worth $500 million. What are you doing? Manash. Apparently Joe Rogan's new stand-up hour, Burn the Boats, absolutely sucks, and he looks like a slightly taller mini-me. No, it didn't suck. I think he proved to a lot of people that he's just an average stand-up. He's a great podcaster, obviously, and he's great with the UFC thing, but he's just an average stand-up. There's nothing special with the Rogan. I mean, his material was edgy, which I appreciated, that he was brave enough to take on some of that shit. And he looks like a a turn of the century strongman. If you see the pictures from the early 1900s where, like, you know, the strongmen would throw giant balls at each other's fucking bellies, that's what Rogan looks like. Jennifer Ferris, good morning to you, Jennifer. How are you? Hope you good. Do you guys have these black mosquitoes with white rings on their legs? Those little buggers leave you itchy and irritable for hours after the bite. No, dude, you guys in South Africa, you guys are just weird. You got weird shit down there. South Africa and I think Australia, both those places have too much shit that could kill you. No, and no. No, thank you. Cheers to our ancestors, by the way. They wiped out everything that could kill us. So cheers to them. I guarantee, like, you go back, I don't know, 200-300 years, there was shit just wandering around this beach that could kill you. And our ancestors basically said, let's just kill everything that could kill us. So cheers to them. Thank you. Don't have to look over your shoulder as much as they did back in the day. So I like that. Vincent Scarabuzzo, Key West, is a drunken dump. It kind of is. Dude, all I wanted to do when I was in Key West, right? I found a hotel. That was the place they tried to kick me out because I had a straggly beard and hair down on my shoulders. I was just wandering the earth, just letting everything just grow. And I was reading a lot of books, man. And I was at the pool at this really nice hotel. And security came up to me. They wanted to see my key. They wanted to kick me out. They couldn't believe someone like me would be at a place like that. And then I lost my shit on this guy. And he's like, oh, my God. All right, calm down. One of those calm down moments, because now I'm acting up. And the rest of the people that were at this really nice hotel were looking around like, what kind of place is this? And then I had to take responsibility because I'm like, how dare this guy think I don't belong here? And I marched back to my room, to calm down a little bit. I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, you look fucking homeless. Of course he should have came up to you. You self-entitled idiot. But Vincent, so the only thing I wanted to do in Key West was rent a bike, which I did. And I wanted to bike to a beach and just hang out for the day. And I literally couldn't find a beach. It turns out they don't have beaches in Key. How do you not have a beach in Key West? And then I'm sure someone on here will tell me there's a beach, but I didn't find it. It was literally you might have had a foot of sand. And then it was marsh behind you or all sorts of weird shit behind you. And then it was and then the water was all sorts of fucked up. I think it was a coral reef right there or something. It's all I wanted to do. And I'm like, I'm out of here. I didn't like the Key West. No, I didn't like it. No. It's called South of the Border. Excuse me, JFK. Is it called South of the Border? No, that's the fireworks place. I'm talking about the breakfast strip club they advertise on I-95 literally every 10 miles. I know South of the Border. That's a whole nother thing on the I-95. They advertise the hell out of that. Any thoughts on doing a large gathering for the fans? Opie Con. Cons are stupid, aren't they? No, I would hang out with a few people and have a beer. No. All the skeeters came to your house after the neighbors sprayed. Yeah, but I saw the guy with the hose. He wasn't spraying that far, and I'm like, wait. So now the mosquitoes know not to hit the area. You just sprayed with the giant fire hose. That seems weird. Are they that smart, or are they going to come back to their territory in a few days after the spray kind of wears away? All right. Oh my God. I get my wow. There's a lot of moisture out here. I can't really move my mouse anymore. That's all right. Don't forget to hit the like button and check out Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. Thank you, John. Ron's mustache still giving folks nightmares. That Ron the waiter. Hey, what's up? Yeah, welcome to our live stream. Null. I believe mosquitoes kill more than any other animal. I believe that. I absolutely believe that. Tommy Festa headed to Italy tomorrow. Plan on eating like a champ and thinking of you all. Holy shit, you make pizzas for a living and you do very well with that, Tommy. So, you would think you would go to, like, I don't know, Ireland and eat something different. I hear the pizza's pretty good in Italy, though, huh? Because they got those tomatoes. They got the tomatoes, right? That, what is it? It's volcanic soil that makes the tomatoes that much better. And then you buy them in the supermarket and you go, these aren't that special. Why did I just spend the ridiculous money on the special tomatoes that they grow in the volcanic soil? Joe Rizzo, hey, Hope, I find the beach live streams to be cathartic. Do you prefer these beach streams to the streams 500 feet above New York City? I'm looking forward. I love it. I love not today because it's very challenging. Literally, the wind is like 25 miles an hour coming from this direction, hitting me right in the fucking ear. It's a bit challenging today. But when it's like the sun's coming up and it's really chill and you can hear the birds and the waves, I love it. But I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna miss the beach. We're heading out of here in a couple weeks. But I'm looking forward to changing it up a little bit and getting back to the streams 500 feet above the streets of New York City. I'm fortunate that I can mix it up a little bit. So there you go. But I love doing it right from this deck. The only days I take off is when the weather's really bad because it's like, you know what? As long as the weather's good, do a live stream. And then when the weather's bad, those are the days you take off. Because I don't really want to do it in a house. What at that point I got to fucking do a green screen or something like everybody else? No, thank you. No, and no. All right. Let's get out of here. It was a quick check-in. Hope everyone's going to have a fine Sunday. It's pretty much a washout for us. Can't go in the ocean. I don't know if I could get a line over those waves to see what kind of fish are rolling around. I think we might be just chilling inside today. Well, that's all right. Oh, yeah, and I see rain to my left. Maybe I should check the weather. Hey, maybe you should check the weather. Guys, have a great Sunday. I'm known as Opie. You said this Kevin, 10 times. I didn't know what to do with it. All right. Kevin Razon wants everyone to know that he's known as Opie without the E. All right. Good for you, Kevin. I don't know what to do with that. All right. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Bye, guys.